Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back again to my channel. This is your number one unofficial spokesperson of the Mama Papa Peking campaign. That's what we do. We campaign for people, Mama, Papa, and Peking. That's what we do. MPP, Mama, Papa, Peking Party. MPP, Mama, Papa, Peking. Human beings. So quickly, I want to talk about three things. Number one is going to be all these hula baloo in the courts. You see INEC going to court. So INEC, APC, Labour Party, PDP, everybody's going to court on this same presidential election. Nobody's going to court, at least so far, on the senatorial and House of Representatives election. Everybody that won thought they won fair and square. Everyone that lost thought so far they lost fair and square. Why is that? The election was held on the same day. We used the same BVAS for the House of Representatives and the Senate and the presidential elections. Why is it that the House are not having all these kind of issues and cases? Why is it that the Senate is not having issues, but the presidential election results is being challenged? I tell you why. The House results were uploaded directly from the polling units to the BVAS, to the BVAS server. The senatorial elections were uploaded, House were uploaded, but the presidential were not. The presidential results were not uploaded. So there's no trust in the results that INEC is parading today, telling us that's the result of the election. The people have no trust or faith or believe in whatsoever story that INEC is telling us. We think it's a made-up story. Okay? INEC is not telling the whole truth. That's what the people think. That's not my view. That's what the people think. Now, think about it yourself and tell us what your opinion is about that. You have three elections on the same day. The first one was uploaded successfully. Second one uploaded successfully. The third one, being the presidential, you're hearing stories. Oh, we cannot upload that. Oh, there's a technical glitch. The technical glitch only happened on the presidential election. And you can understand the frustration of the people. You can understand that people think it is not fair and square. So right now, INEC is saying, grant us leave to reconfigure the BVAS. I'll tell you what happens. Whenever you enter information to a database, the servers keep a record of the date of the first entry. The servers will tell us the date of the first entry, and if you configure it properly with geolocation tagging, if he has the geolocation tagging, it can actually tell you exactly where the data was uploaded. But if you don't have the geolocation tagging, it will tell you first record was created on this date, this time, this minute, this second. And when there's an update to that, it will tell you this is when the update was made. So what INEC is asking for, maybe they don't know this, but if you are into anything digital forensic, or you just know a little bit of IT, you understand that what they're trying to do is that they're trying to wipe the records. When the BVAS become a tabula rasa, then there's really no entry, there's no real first entry date. What they're telling us is we are going to offload the data from the BVAS to our server. So you're going to have all the records. But what that means is that you are tampering with the original record, because the server will have a new date. All the data entered on the server will have a new date. So you can't really challenge and say that was not the day of the election. You can't challenge that. But on the BVAS, you can actually see the first entry, because if you guys remember in Ekiti, the results in Ekiti were entered on the 20th of February, 5 days before the election. So when they now transfer everything to a server, what will happen is that if that date of the transfer was, let's say, on the 10th of March 2023, all the data will read first entry 10th of March 2023. You cannot detect anymore those data that were entered before the election. These guys think they are smart, but this is the truth. If you work on a server of any kind, if you don't know about server, please put something on the comment, put a comment in this comment section and I can send you a link, a little tutorial on server. I can walk you through, I can take you through so you can learn what happens on the server side. So these guys are crooks. Number two, they took the guy who was the brain behind the BVAS and transferred him. I heard today in the news that he was transferred to an administrative office somewhere in the southeast. This guy was in this head office in Abuja. He was the guy in charge of the BVAS. He was the brain behind the creation of the BVAS. And they tried to buy him over, but he wouldn't budge. He's one of those people that have the vision for a better and a great Nigeria. And what did they do? They posted him to a place that he's serving as in an administrative capacity, so he doesn't interfere with their rigging. We are onto you guys. We're onto you guys. So we're not going to let this slide. Let me go quickly to my guy, GRV. He's my guy right now. I didn't know him before, but now GRV is my guy. He's my case right now, right? For your case, oh, le, 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 le. For your case, oh, GRV, you for your case. See, what happens in Lagos on Saturday, what will happen on Saturday is that we're gonna serve breakfast. Hot to APC. We're gonna serve hot breakfast. Obedience, please, let's come out in our numbers in Lagos and deliver Lagos to GRV. Listen, GRV came and said, I know the problems plaguing Lagos. I grew up in Lagos. I was born in Lagos. I have a master plan. I have a way to deliver us from one man, from the clenches of one man, of one family, deliver Lagos and give it back to Lagosians. I have a plan for transportation, for hospitals, for schools, for urban development, for electricity, for roads, for rails. And he says, I'm going to take whatever good they have done so far and make it even better. But I have greater other plans. What did the opponent do? They say, oh, he is Igbo. Igbos are XYZ. Igbos are this, Igbos are that. What is their problem? Why don't they just say, well, we have a better plan than you. We have a better rail project than you. We have a better school system plan than you. We have a better hospital plan than you. They don't say that. They just jump and say, oh, we're going to show these Igbo people. We're going to show these Igbo people that Lagos is not for Igbos. Lagos is for Yorubas. Shut up. Lagos was the capital of the country for more than 70 years. So it belongs to all of us, okay? Capish? Lagos belongs to all of us. It doesn't matter what you say. And your guy, the guy you think that built Lagos, is from Osun State. Allegedly. So he's not even from Lagos. What is wrong with you people? Even the current Sanwo-Olu was not born in Lagos, was not from Lagos. But why isn't anybody talking about him being Igbo? Why is that? Oh, I know. Because GRV married an Igbo woman who is also a Nigerian, who is a human being that he married. The mom also happened to be Igbo. But the dad, on the dad side for 400 years, they are all traceable as Yorubas. But that's not enough. We can't argue on issues. Let's make it about race and religion. Let's make it about tribe. Oh, but his father is Yoruba, so as also Sanwo-Olu and the others. What are we going to do? Let's say he's Igbo, but he's not Igbo. Don't worry. Let's just say he's Igbo. If we say he's Igbo, we can get enough bigots to hate him. Let's see if we can get enough bigots to hate him and say, oh, he's Igbo. He's trying to take over. Guys, whatever. Road survivor is born Lagosian, born, bred and buttered, 100% Lagosian. He was born in Lagos. His parents were from Lagos. They are all Yorubas. So don't listen to that crap. What you have to listen to is what plans does he have? It doesn't even matter if he's Yoruba or not. The plan, what matters is the plan for you. Don't let these guys push you to war that you don't even know the meaning of. Did you hear his wife? A trained molecular physicist or so, or what is it, biologist or something like that. A cerebral woman who has a plan for Lagos, for hospital, for schools. We should look at people that have plans for us and not these politicians that use us and dump us. And some of them, I don't want to give them respect by mentioning their names, but you know them, they jump from party to party. And in one cycle, they will say, I will never join the other people. They are the worst thing that happened since the Second World War. And then the next moment, they are in bed with them because they received enough payments. People that have no dignity or respect, we shouldn't dignify them by mentioning their names. But let's talk about Rhodes Vival and the wife, Dr. Ife. Let's talk about these guys that have plans for Lagos and for Lagosians. Let's talk about these guys. They have plans for us. So let's deliver. Oh, the Obidient families, let's deliver. Obidient family, let's deliver Lagos. Let's deliver Enugu. Let's deliver all the states that we have candidates. Because we have to show these guys that enough is enough. It is no longer business as usual. If you remember NSAS, Rhodes Vival was with us. He wasn't even in Labour Party then. He was still in PDP or so. But he was standing with us, giving water to the protesters because it was a peaceful protest. I saw people trying to paint him black, saying that they were burning buses. No. Rhodes Vival's Badebo did not burn any bus. He was giving water to the peaceful protesters who were saying an end to police brutality. Let's put an end to police brutality. Let's not forget what the agitation was. Let's not forget that. But they're trying to paint in black. These same politicians are the ones that hid our palliative money and were using it for their birthday celebration. They hid our palliative money. Even the other one, crying governor. They said, oh, when I entered government, I did not know that people would not have houses. Oh my goodness, they did not have houses. I want them to come and buy chicken. And then they give you palliative, free food for people that are hungry who are not going out. Give to them. You stored it. Let's give these guys water. Let's give them water. Let's show them that when you don't, let's show them that one good turn deserves another. In other words, a bad turn doesn't deserve another one. They haven't served when they had the opportunity. Let's give it to them. And we've shown some of them that want to transition from governorship to senatorial. We've given them water. Let's continue that. Let's continue that on this Saturday, if this election will hold. Because what INEC is trying to do is to say, oh, we're going to reconfigure the BVAS. And if they are not allowed to reconfigure the BVAS, they will say, oh, because of that, we'll postpone the election, whatever. The swearing in is on May 29th. We have time. Let them postpone it for 2 weeks. INEC, please postpone your election for 2 weeks. Let us get the content of the BVAS ourselves. All the parties, Labour Party, including PDP, including APC, let each one get access to collect the data from the BVAS directly by themselves. And then you can go ahead and reconfigure it. Someone is saying the INEC council was saying, oh, they didn't even tell us how long they will take. You guys, INEC, you know how long it will take to extract the data. Tell them you have 176,000 or 178,000 BVAS, and it will take you 2 minutes to extract data on each one. Therefore, 2 minutes times 176,000 will give you so much. So you have so much to extract the data and you give it back. Give them that information because they don't know. They haven't used, they are not the owners of BVAS. Tell them how long it will take to extract data. Give them a reasonable time. Maybe give them a time and a half, right? If it will take 20 hours, give them 30 hours to round off and give you back the BVAS. And then you can reconfigure whatever you want to reconfigure so that everyone has a copy of what is there. Because this is what will help us to know what really happened. If you say that 93 million people registered to vote, your BVAS must be ready to accredit all of them for the election. If you claim that only 25 million people voted, then you still have a lot of rooms. Even if only 85 million collected their PVCs, you still have a lot of rooms. You still have about 60 million potential room for other people. You have room for 60 million potential other voters. Use that for the next election. And when you do accreditation, you don't have to wipe the data because when you do accreditation, it will just have a new date. What kind of system did you build that you cannot just like your computer? If you save some data today, you can save another one tomorrow. Just create a file because that BVAS is just like a tablet. Create another file for your accreditation and don't touch the previous one. Guys, you should know the generation you guys are dealing with. So let's go out there and deliver. Let's not allow INEC, complete this their shenanigan. We're not going to tolerate that. We're not going to tolerate that. And INEC, if you know that you are being challenged like this and you're almost being exposed, why don't you just do yourself a favor and do all of us a favor and cancel the presidential election only? And say, you know what? We screwed up. We did not transmit the result of the presidential election live. Let's cancel it. Let's put another date. Let's do it on April 7th. Let's do that on April 7th. April 7th, new date for presidential election. You can just pick a date that falls on a Saturday. How about that? Pick a date that falls on a Saturday and say on April 8th, we're going to do another presidential election. Just presidential election. How about that? And let the people go out there and vote, and you transmit it live. You have more than a month before the swearing in. Don't bequeath anarchy to your children, INEC. Have the fear of God, INEC. How much have you taken? How much have you taken? What legacy are you guys leaving behind? Professors after professors handling election matter being compromised. How do you live with yourself? Just imagine, there was a match that was played this last weekend, Liverpool versus Manchester United. When the game was over, what was all over media was, including from Manchester United coach, was how his players did not play very well. How they gave up. How they played well in the first half. They came into the second half and they gave up after the second and third goals. How easily they turn over the ball. How they were not, taking their own chances. That's all. Read it on all media. That's all you hear. Our players didn't take their chances. You hear them say something like Mohamed Salah. He broke records. He became the highest Premier League goal scorer for Liverpool. That's all you're hearing. The fans are getting what they wanted from Nunez. From Nunez. They're getting what they want. This is it. This is what is happening. This is the man of the match, and so on and so forth. Nobody talks about the referee. Nobody. It doesn't matter that one team collected woto. It doesn't matter. Nobody talked about the referee. That's what it should be with INEC, especially when you have I in your name. Independent. That's what it should be. Nobody should be mentioning your name at all. It will just be this party won, that party lost. But in our own case, INEC, as you can see on my screen, INEC is also going to court. INEC is going to court. Maybe that's not the picture you're seeing right now, but the picture you're seeing is PDP LP seeking court order to scuttle democracy. That's what the APC is saying. But I can tell you, INEC is also going to court. INEC is seeking court injunction to reconfigure the BVAS. INEC. This is crazy that we are in this place. We're in this place right now. So we shouldn't allow this to happen, because you guys, you know what happens? You guys are just showing us, guys are not just showing us, INEC, that you are inept. You are incapable of conducting a free and fair election. That is what INEC has just shown to the world. We are incapable of conducting a free and fair election. That's shameful. So I'm bringing that to you. That's the picture. That's the referee. That is the referee. After the match, this is the one we're talking about. The referee. The referee is the man of the match. He's the one we're talking about right now. This is the guy we're talking about. This is crazy. When the match is over, the referee should not be mentioned. You will just see it in a footnote. Referee of the match, XYZ, full stop. You shouldn't be talking about how the referee is now saying, oh, by the way, oh, someone shot a bird and the mother flew away. Well, it's always better when you say it in Igbo. The referee is now telling us, as if all of them are not one. Listen, this INEC people, remove this thing that INEC is doing, you are trying to bequeath anarchy to the next generation. Posterity will not smile at you guys. I know you guys try to scuttle history in school so they don't teach history in Nigerian schools, which is crazy, because when you don't know what happened in the past, you repeat it again. This is crazy. You guys will not allow them to teach this in schools, and that's why you keep doing this thing. But one day will come and you'll be remembered for all these things you've done, okay? Only remembered by what we have done. That's what they will be singing for you guys. And what they will remember for you, INEC, what they will remember you with or for is that you colluded. Because I even saw one guy representing APC saying, oh, well, there's no evidence of collusion that we colluded with INEC. Nobody mentioned that. He just came up with it. It was in an Arise News interview. Oh, there's no evidence that the ruling party colluded with INEC. Nobody said anything. So when you mentioned that, immediately I had the conclusion. You guys were expecting that to come from Arise News panel, and they didn't say that, but you guys were already guilty. You know what you did, right? All the accusations that your chairman allegedly went to visit somebody, allegedly, before they announced the result, and how that your party was huddled up in a room at 3 a.m. in Nigeria. Your party officials and your presidential candidate, APC, were sitting glued on their screen at 3 a.m. just at the time the results were being announced. And nothing suspicious at all. Nothing suspicious. And it wasn't the night of the election. It wasn't the next day. It was several days later. Yeah, we are watching you guys. I don't know what you guys think. The election was on the 25th. You weren't glued on the screen on the 25th, not on the 26th, not on the 27th, not on the 28th. It was on the 1st when people were sleeping at 3 a.m. Because you can't tell me that you are glued on the screen from the 25th until the 1st when it was announced. You can't tell anybody that. Nobody will buy that. You waited the time that people are sleeping. You sneaked up on us and you say, guy, I'm going to announce it. Let's just announce it. Let's go to court. Like they say, when a thief is telling you go to court, maybe his senior brother is the judge. You be the judge right now. Guys, go to the comment section. Write anything you want to write. Doesn't matter to me right now. Go and write whatever you want to write. I tell you guys, we got this. We got this. This election is ours, and we're not going to let anybody steal it. We're not going to let anybody steal it. Listen, let me tell you my stand, because some people will accuse me, oh, you're supporting Obi because he has 2 legs and 4 fingers. No, that's not why I'm supporting Obi. I'm not supporting Obi at all. I'm not even supporting Obi. I'm supporting competence. I'm supporting character, integrity. I'm supporting someone who has a vision, just like Badebo. I'm supporting people that have vision. For the first time in a long time, we have people running for offices that are not busy calling people names. Attacking your parents, attacking your race, attacking your tribe. For the first time, we see people saying, we'll move you from consumption to production. For the first time, we see people saying, we will cut down criminality in government and rascality. For the first time, we'll see people saying, we'll cut down the cost of governance. For the first time, we hear Dati Ahmed saying, our 5 million will give you an equivalent of 95 million because it will go further. For the first time, you hear people say, if you don't steal and your family don't steal and the people around you don't steal, you reduce criminality. For the first time, we are not seeing, oh, you stole more than we stole. Oh, you were a thief. Oh, you didn't go to school. Oh, you didn't have certificate. Saying things that don't make sense. Oh, you are 50 years old. Oh, you're 100 years old. For the first time, we hear people saying, here is our character. This is integrity. And the only reason they tell you the schools they went to is for you to know who they are. Go and verify who we are. Ask our classmates. Ask our schoolmates. That's the only time they mention that. Otherwise, they are all about ideas, how to move the nation forward for the first time. And that's why everybody across the races, the regions are obedient all over the country. You try to pitch the Yorubas against the Igbos, it doesn't work anymore because Yorubas, many of them are cerebral. They can see through these lies you guys are painting. Many Yorubas are cerebral. Many Igbos are cerebral. In fact, almost all of them. Many Hausas are cerebral. It is no longer in those days. So when you try to make this cheap, pitch us against them. So you see, what you're trying to create is us and them, a dichotomy. us and them. And then you make sure that they fight against each other. And you guys go and eat. After the election, you guys will eat. You guys are thieves, right? So you eat off the people's back. You make them fight against each other. And after the election, you go and enjoy while the people suffer. And then you wait another 4 years and you come and do the same. But now, for the first time, we'll see people that force us to campaign on issues that say, listen, if we don't perform, kick us out. For the very first time, somebody says, if I don't perform, kick us out. Don't give us a second term. There's no stories. We're not telling you stories. For the first time, you're not hearing people campaigning against the old time. You're hearing people campaigning for the future. This is how we get our nation moving forward. We'll stop criminality. You hear people telling you, like, look, you and I cannot steal oil. It is only people in government that can steal oil. For the first time. For the first time, you have a candidate that is being accused of corruption, that is being accused of corruption for not stealing. He's accused, not for corruption, but he was being accused of stinginess, because he did not steal. For the first time, you have a guy who came into power and met debt, huge debt, cleared all of them, more than 2 years of debt, cleared all of them, paid all the pension and gratuity, paid every contract that was executed with certificate of completion, paid every supplier that has delivered their goods with their certificates, paid everyone, and then gave money equivalent of minimum wage to seniors, what they call seniors in the West. People like 65 years and above, gave them minimum wage every month, and then at the end of that has the audacity to save enough money from which they built an international airport and still have money accruing hundreds of millions in the bank and in investment stocks. For the first time. The rest of them is when they leave office, they will allocate themselves 300% of everything from the state. They will allocate themselves of their basic salary. They allocate themselves houses in different places, unlimited number of drivers across the nation. And these are what we are comparing. And then INEC, you came, the referee, the umpire, you came and this is what you did. I'll end it here. Hello, fellow Obedients. It's going to be water. I mean, water. However you call your own. On Saturday, if this election will hold, let's come out en masse. Anywhere you are, vote LUP 75, LUP 76, LUP 77, OB1 name 78. Let's do it again. We've done it. INEC knows what they did. In their little meetings, they know what they're saying to themselves. They are sweating. Right there, when they say Obi, they are sweating. One of them said, oh, well, Labour Party has no elected official. We are the third largest party in Nigeria. How far? Right now, Labour Party has 40 elected officials, right? 34 of them are House members, federal House members, and 6 of them are senators. Senate elects. House members elect, senator elects. And the other party, they probably have four federal House members and maybe one or two, maybe one senator elect. The ones that were putting us down, calling us 4 people in a room. 4 people in a room equal to 40 elected officials. Labour Party, Mama Papa Pikin had nobody before now. Right now, we have 40 elected officials, including, you guys know that they killed some of our members. So it would have been more. They killed some of them. Would have been more, but these governorship and state assembly elections. Let's show them. Let's take over anywhere we have a candidate, including in Rivers State, where you have, I don't want to use the term, but you know the term, that sold us out and endorsed the opponent. So let's show them, right? Let's show them. BVAS must upload, guys. Again, if you don't have the BVAS password, please don't come. By the way, before the election, I'm going to post a link, maybe a RingCentral link or a Zoom link. I have RingCentral account. I don't know about Zoom, but I have a RingCentral account. We're going to post a link where you can log in live and post your results live, right? So that we'll stream it live the whole day. it will be streaming, so you can come on anytime you want and post your result and get out, and then you can come back again. So I'm going to post the link on my channel before the 11th, so you can get that. You can use your web browser. You don't have to download anything. You can use a web browser, or you can download the application on your phone. It's RingCentral. Maybe I'll put the link today so you can start practicing with that. So we get that, and we can stream our result live. As you're getting it in your polling station, take a picture of it and just go live and share your screen. And so I will let everybody come in and share their screen, so you can come and share your screen and then just go or just drop it there. And also there's a link I shared in a previous video where you can go on a Google Drive and just post your result, post the picture of your result. Let's have our own evidence, because this INEC, seriously, we can't trust them. I think that INEC has been auctioned. Again, this is a long video. I thought it was going to be just 10 minutes, but it's 30 minutes, but it's all worth it. So we're going to deliver Lagos, deliver Enugu, deliver all the states that we have candidates in. Let's deliver Nigeria. And this movement goes on. This movement continues. Doesn't matter who comes. If you don't have a plan, if you don't have something to deliver, get out of the way. We want to get Nigerian politics to the point where only guys who have dreams and visions for the country will be interested in politics. If you don't have visions, if you don't have dreams, if you don't have great ambitions to deliver, to support your people and to move us forward, you stay at home. If you're rich, keep your money. All right, this Saturday, if they give you money, take it, it's your money, but vote. Let your vote be an answer to your prayer. It's not enough to just be praying and say, God, oh, I talked to somebody, and I'm not going to go into details, but I talked to somebody who says, I want this particular candidate to win, and even though I know this person is not going to do it as great as I thought, we'll just ask God to help us. I say, I suffer no retire you. Suffer no retire you. You know that this person, but not the exact words, because I don't know. I didn't get permission to share that discussion, but just in kind of in a sense what we discussed. Say, suffer no retire you. Suffer no retire you. You will wish us something different, but you expect something different. What kind of 70 years old man? What kind of craziness is that? You pray one way, you vote another way. All right. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get GRV elected. Let's paper them. Let's paper them. Paper them, gang. Let's paper them, right? As he dey sweet us, he go dey pain them. As he dey pain them, he go dey sweet us. Cut some weekend, cool.